Yeah, we're going to the Jersey Shore on this one. So it's real. That's right, chlormequat chloride. This is a pesticide. See, this is a thing. No occupational exposure limits have been established for chlormequat chloride. This does not mean that the substance is not harmful, which also refers to that if there's no data, it means there's no study, and that's not a good thing. Um, yeah. If there's no information, it's not a good thing. Now, corporate, the corporate America, and corporate Canada love, absolutely love, um, getting away with murder because murder is a profitable business. You know, and since everybody knows each other, reproductive hazard, inadequate evidence to assess its tetragenicity, which means toxicity to sperm. So if this stuff isn't washed off the raw product, it's not a good thing because while incompetence is the number one reason for errors and lack of communication is the next. You know, the dirty dozen. You apply the dirty dozen to everything, even the medical field. So glyphosate, Roundup Ready seeds and stuff like that. You know, they're trying to increase the output and trying to force evolution. They were trying to force the evolution of the crops so that they were more resilient. But what they didn't do is listen to the warnings of the other scientists that were saying this is going to come out in the food chain, and then you're going to have mutations and stuff like that. But you know, if incompetence and a lack of communication is so consistent that it's a pattern, then it becomes murder. It becomes sabotage. So this by no means any kind of alarmism. But if I go back to YouTube here,
The presence of the chemical in urine samples collected from people in the U.S., with detection frequencies of 69, 74, and 90% for samples collected in 2017, 2018 to 2022, and 2023, respectively. Chlormequat was detected at low concentrations in samples from 2017 through 2022, with a significant increase in concentrations for samples from 2023. We also observed high detection frequencies of chlormequat in oat-based foods. So unfortunately, the latest example, Jessica, of our food supply literally being poisoned. We have so much processed food in America now that contains all of these chemicals that they claim are for shelf life stability, for the ability of these foods to be preserved for a longer period of time.
So it doesn't just preserve the food, it preserves you. This stuff will be in your bloodstream long after you're dead. And there's a high probability that a continuous usage and exposure like many other substances, alters your DNA irreparably, and that's where the cancer comes from, because the cancer starts when the cell die-off signal is interrupted, and then all of a sudden you get these malignancies, and then they start, growing and shit like that. And corpos don't care. Remember, the corporation, by definition, is a psychopath. And a person, by definition, is a monster. And you have to prove that you're not a monster in order to be set free. This is the way of the worlds, as unfortunate as it is. But we have a chance to change things, because the culture of profit over everything, in order to dominate the Cold War sphere of geopolitics, doesn't exist anymore. So here we go. More recent reproductive toxicity studies on chlormequat showed delayed onset of puberty, reduced sperm mobility, decreased weights of male reproductive organs, and decreased testosterone levels in rats exposed during sensitive windows of development, including during pregnancy and early life. So all of this negligence, or at least the defense of negligence, is tantamount to genocide, because of the amount of information that these intellectuals have. Because it doesn't start with the FDA, it starts with the education and the religious and cultural attitudes we have towards other people, and then our diminutive attitudes towards the ignorant. Oh, it's harmless. You just piss it out, just like PTFE. You just piss it out. No problem. Don't put that on me. That's we're gonna put that on everyone else. Displacing blame is psychotic. Okay, so just like the news report says, it increased during COVID. You see, humanity, and specifically because Canada is my own backyard, is not a grand experiment. We are not to be molded and guided by the superior in intellect just because their IQ test said that they were above 160. There you go. Chlormequat chloride. Is it used in Canada? As I said, as it is. This is the link. Now, go do your own research.